October has always been one of my favorite months, and I remember ever since I was a little kid, I always got excited when the month of October came around. And I think the reason is because Halloween's always been my favorite holiday, and since Halloween's at the end of October, I guess in my mind, it's like the whole month of October is sort of just leading up to that. So basically, you know, it's just that time of year where I feel good. I'm excited about this month, and I thought to myself, okay, so I could obviously make a piece of Halloween art, and I may do that at some other point during this month. I don't know for sure, but it could happen. But then I thought, I want to make a piece of art that symbolizes the month of October. So I thought to myself, okay, well, obviously a pumpkin. I could obviously make a piece of pumpkin art. You know, who knows? I may do that one day, but not today. So I thought, okay, what's the next obvious thing? A leaf. So I thought to myself, okay, what could I do to make a piece of leaf art? I'm gonna basically cut out a whole bunch of leaf shapes with the scroll saw, and then I'm basically just gonna make a centerpiece, probably start with a frame though, make a frame, probably in the like 16 by 20 inch range, somewhere around there, approximately. And then make some sort of centerpiece to go in the middle. It'll probably be rectangular in shape. That's what I'm thinking right now. So I haven't actually drawn a lot of leaves in the past. So what I did is I printed up these pictures of leaves just to help me out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw some leaf shapes onto some pine, and basically just take the pine and just make a whole bunch of leaf cutouts. You know, I'm gonna try to use a bunch of different shapes just to make it interesting, and I've got a lot to choose from here. So anyway, that's what's gonna happen, so let's see what happens. this is my piece of art to symbolize the month of October, which is one of my favorite months. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Halloween's at the end of October, which makes it a great month. But you know, I'm also real partial to June, which is probably my favorite month since it's my birthday month. And I really like July and also December because, well, I really like Christmas. You know, I even like Thanksgiving a lot too. I guess I have a lot of favorite months. So maybe I'll have to make more pieces of art to sort of symbolize the different months that I really like. But this one, you know, thinking of making the leaf piece of art, you know, I didn't really know it would come out like this. I mean, it was just sort of one of those things where I had a rough idea of what I wanted to do. And that's kind of the fun thing about art, is it just sort of takes on its own life as I start working on a piece of art. Which that's what makes it fun for me, is there's just that whole element of just kind of making it up as I go, really. Even though I might have some sort of planning going on in my head, I never really know what I'm gonna get in the end. And in the beginning, I guess my first initial thought was to hang it in the portrait orientation like you see here, where it's narrower on the sides and taller. But as I got to looking at it in the landscape orientation, I thought, you know what? That really works too. And I actually like it just as much as the portrait orientation. So, you know, I had to put hangers on all four sides, so I could even hang it upside down if I want. But is it really upside down? That's the question, you know. For some people, this might be right side up. And as I look at it, you know, it just sort of works like that. So really, I mean, it works like this or even like this. With a piece of art like this, I guess having different options as far as how to hang it is good, because it's based on like your wall space or, you know, what's going on in the room, whether it looks better in landscape or portrait. You know, it doesn't really matter. It just kind of works, I guess, and I can't really decide which one's my favorite, but anyway, it's just a piece of art to celebrate the month of October. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. But also, you know, the weather starts to cool off, the leaves are falling, the days get shorter, which I guess that's good, right? I mean, I like it when the days get longer too. So anyway, it doesn't really matter to me, but month of October is awesome. So let's take a closer look at it. So it's just a piece of so I don't know what's happening. I mean, I'm really kind of like not pulling this off real smooth. So anyway, it's just a piece of art to celebrate the month of October. And I guess we'll just wrap it up here. And yeah, October rules. I don't know what to say here, so I'll just walk away and we'll zoom in on it.
I dare you dig a little deeper. It makes you feel a little stronger. Who knows what you may find? You'll see in your own time. It might just take a little longer. It all goes by so slowly. Ooh, you waited your whole life. Your days turn